So that's why we need to talk. And I'm very happy that you're here with us today, sharing your message.
Thank you. And I think it's really important for mothers whose, again, the role has been to, to protect and nurture and support and speak out for the family. And I think that we've been sort of cowed into silence by fear tactics, and I think it's very important that we speak out again, because we, in our hearts, we know what's right for our kids and our families. And
Absolutely.
I think that we need to take that power back.
Absolutely. And sometimes, that's a big step. Sometimes it's hard to do, and I've talked about this with quite a few of my guests, that even with the work that we do, it's still sometimes uncomfortable for us to approach someone in our inner circle, or, perhaps even in our outer circle, an acquaintance. A lot of us do volunteer work at school. And it's hard and it's scary to bring this topic up amongst that in that environment, because then you are subjecting yourself to judgment and the ignorance.
Right,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, but we have to get over it and just make that step, take that plunge, and keep in mind it's for a greater good. And it is for our kids. So,
yeah,
it's important.
It's as you're speaking, I'm thinking, when I first started speaking out about this, I felt like it was sort of a gutsy move, but it was very healing to be able to speak out for me. And then I noticed that it was so healing for other people, because they'd been sort of keeping this as a deep, dark secret. And by my speaking out and sort of facing the fears of judgment, others did as well. And so it seemed to be, just a sort of cleansing, because they didn't have to look at it as a shameful thing, but as a problem that has potential solutions that could be healing. So, again, I encourage other mothers to really speak out. It's good for you, it's good for your kids, and it's good for society.
That's right. It is. And I think we're all striving towards a safer tomorrow, and certainly a less harmful environment for our children.
Right.
Now tell me, what does Moms United have in the works? Basically, what I would like to know, and what I would like you to tell our listeners, is how we can rally support for you. Are there certain individuals that you would like to contribute their expertise and their know-how? Are you in need of volunteers? Are you in need of a financial boost? Tell us how we can help Moms United.
That's great. All of the above. Campaigns do take money, and this is a campaign of a new path. So, please go to our website, www.anewpathsite.org. That one's kind of difficult, but you can reach us through the www.momsunited.net, and the two sites are connected. And just join us. I mean, just see what else we're doing online, and join us. You can join us there. You can join Moms United on Facebook and chat with us about these things. But we're to give you more about what we're trying to do is like we've just been doing a series of rallies in and around Mother's Day, and mothers are telling their stories. So don't be afraid to write a letter to the editor. Don't be afraid to pen an op-ed and try to get it into a local paper. We use the month of May in and around Mother's Day to make this statement, and I think we'll be doing that annually. And then at Christmas time, we do a holiday, the empty chair at the table, kind of take that opportunity, because these are such critical times for mothers and for the family. And then we also...
You just gave me chills. Gave me chills, Gretchen, when you said the empty chair at the table, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but that was so powerful.
Okay.
Please continue.
Yeah, and we also a lot of the groups, a lot of the people that are in Moms United have actually lost their kids, and so there's a group in Orange County, a Broken No More. There's Grief Recovery After Substance Passing. There's a group in Santa Barbara, Families Act, all part of this coalition, this Moms United campaign, and. So we do in August, on August 31st, it's International Overdose Awareness Day. So we always have activities in and around that day as well. And we work on, different states have different things going, but just educating yourself as to what laws could be passed in your state. We're looking at a lot of 911 Good Samaritan bills that one hopefully will pass in California this year. It did not pass last year, but it's been passed in several states, where the person has immunity to call 911. It's very limited immunity, but they won't. A lot of times people are not making the phone call, that critical phone call, to say my friend's overdosed because they're afraid of being arrested themselves because they're in a room full of drugs or whatever. And so this allows them that brief immunity so that they're not fearful of making that call, and they can reverse the overdose with naloxone. There's any number of harm reduction, syringe exchange program laws, and even if you're where we are, we really believe that we need to end marijuana prohibition. And if you're not to that place in your journey, then a lot of the medicinal marijuana rights are being eroded. So looking at what's happening in your state, and then our Moms United campaign tries to support all those efforts that we believe will save lives. So.
Yeah. Now, Gretchen, if someone were interested in starting their own chapter in their state or in their area, what would that entail, and how would they go about doing that?
Just contact me. I'm going to give you one more contact information here. 619-670-1184 is the number of our PATH office, and I'd be happy to help you set one up. All it takes is just getting a couple of friends together, and then we give you the materials that we have. And that, of course, is our long-term goal, is that we will have representation of Moms United in every state. We've got about 12 states, I think it's maybe 13 now, that are represented. And so we would love to have more representation, of course, in every state. Yes.
That's a great start. 13 is good. Absolutely. But we definitely want to get more. Do you have one for Florida yet?
We have one in the works in Florida, not quite yet.
Great, wonderful. Well, I'll be there.
Good.
Thank you so much for your time today, Gretchen. I appreciate all of your information and the sharing of your experience. I think what you're doing is extremely valuable, and I commend you for your courage and for all of the time that you put in. This is when you take it to the level that you have, it becomes your life, and
it takes over, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It really does. So I want to recognize that, and I want to thank you for it.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much for bringing focus to these issues. They are so urgent and critical. So I appreciate that very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Gretchen. You have yourself a wonderful Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, I actually think that one was better than the first interview.
We are going to take a short break. When we come back, we will be opening the phone lines for your questions and your comments. The chat room is open. You are welcome to post a question or comment there as well, and I'll make sure that we do discuss it on air. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.